Welcome back. I'm going to save this quickly with what I did. Added fins. Now what I'm going to do now is I've got my head, kind of body, and I'm going to split it. So I'm going to take my splitting tool. So if I go into modify, I have split face and split body. So it's great if you make an object and you want to split it and make it into multiple parts. It's almost like it was, being made for injection molding or something like that. So I suppose if you're aiming your product towards the audience for your product would be kind of manufacturing, this might be the way to do it. So I'm going to split the body. Now it gives me up a little menu manager, and I want to split that body, and I'm going to split it down that middle, as I said from the start. So it gives me the circle, everything in there is split, so I split it and it gives me the two bodies. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to check. I'm just going to move that component. Okay, well that's interesting. It's shown me that fin at the bottom isn't split. So I'm going to go put it back there and let's have a little look. Okay, so it's got these bodies over here. So I'm going to switch these bodies off. So I've got that first body, which is my main head, and I thought that second one was part of that same head, and then it splits it into another body. Well, that's interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove that split, and I can still see that I've got two bodies, body 1 and body 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put those two together. So I'm going to add them together and I'm going to combine them, and now they're both selected and I'm going to join them. Can I do my Boolean operation, and that should then change into one body. So that is now one body which can be split. So if I go through the same process again and I am going to split the body, it's already selected, and I'm going to select that central plane and I'm going to split it, and I'm going to check to see that it is two bodies. I'm going to grab the front of it, and I now have two bodies. Now what I can see is that, if this was a product design course, obviously if this was being cast in either plastic or in metal, the varying wall thicknesses here, well, being an obvious answer to an identifying feature, this would be difficult to cast because this large chunk of material would cool at a different rate from these thinner walls. So I would have to do something about that to try and keep them closer in thickness. So probably what I would do is probably cut a chunk out of that, or cut a chunk out of in here like that. But it's not, it's a graphics course, so it's not really, oh, I'm sorry, I've gone a little bit upside down either. So I'm happy with that. So let's go back in. So I have my two bits.